was a great Jinx, and we've seen it a ton of times into the Aphelios specifically. This is very much, I'm thinking about the 2v2, but into Syndra Jarvan, not the most fun scenario for the Jinx, and not a ton of protection in this composition.
I think they're just going to hope they can, press their buttons forward and, get ahead in that manner and create space for the Jinx. So the Kennen kind of being held up, but they might want another frontliner here.
I think it's one of the two. They definitely want something that can help lead the charge, and Oner has that engage. If you hit that ult, and the rest of the team can move in, set up that engage. If you close the distance on Genji's backline, it's just game over.
Alrighty, game 4 on the cards.
I think an aspect as well of the Oner into the Renekton Nidalee is a lot more stable than the Kennen. Also can kind of tank the Sleepy Trouble bubbles a little bit and buffer with the W.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad shout. I mean, they've put Clear on tanks in the past. He was kind of forced on a Scion duty even in game 2. And I think the Oner, definitely pretty stable, difficult to dive. We'll see if he can just get to the lane. That's going to be his job, essentially, because we know what Renekton Nidalee does. If you haven't watched the LCK, maybe 2 years plus prior, this was very common, very strong duo that we used to see pretty often, especially when they wanted to play aggressively and look for dives. As you stun, and then you throw a spear. And it's AD and AP from top and jungle. Some tempo heals thrown out.
Yeah.
Thinking about when they were going to go for the hook, and Kellen just gets hooked and has to flash away.
Yeah, that was really poor, if I'm being honest, from Kellen there. He was standing in tower range to be like, you hook me, I'll pull you in, baiting it, and then he stepped way too far forward for no reason. Gets CC chained, has to flash. Unnecessary, completely unnecessary. I think they were playing well, using the heal to disengage until that moment, and then just a big misplay that comes out. And now Flashdust, he's a bit of a vulnerable target. We talked about the Renekton Nidalee, but every lane has set up for this Nidalee. If you're going to be successful with a Nidalee, you want lanes that can land the CC if you land the spear. Every lane has CC.
I was a little bit worried when I saw the Akali hovered for that reason, because Akali, while a strong pick individually, doesn't very well set up for the Nidalee. And blinds can be a bit of a rough time, especially when already they were showing some CC with the Jarvan. Canyon is a bit of a Nidalee connoisseur. Kind of goes without saying, but
yeah, no
nice to see the stat.
Yeah. Oh, that's
hook into the minions, and now Diablo just stunned up basically forever. Doesn't want to flash, uses the barrier instead, and Spear nearly hits him, and he might still die as Canyon's getting ready to jump on in. As the tanking goes over to Ruler, he's able to flash out. It's an easy dive and a kill onto Diablo for first blood.
So some situations, it's like if you have good setup, you can force a play, you can make a play happen because you have such reliable CC, you can just kill them anyway. And then some plays happen because the other team misplays or your team plays exceptionally and you capitalize. This was definitely the latter, right? They got that initial play on a Kellen, and then a great dredge line from Duro connects onto Diablo, and look, it seems like it just catches him just in front of the minion there.
Oh.
The hitbox a bit too big, he thought he was behind. And also, he's not able to grab the lantern in time. The hook from Kellen pulls Duro on top of it as well. And now he's low enough that they can kind of just walk in and take the kill for free. They do have to burn a lot of sums to get it, but it's still a pretty free one. No response comes out, and ultimately, this was just an opportunistic play from Canyon. His bot lane winning the 2v2, and him coming in and able just to pick up a freebie. And now not only does he have a lead, but his bot lane also have a lead as well, because Diablo was denied so much farm in that situation.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time for Canyon now, who's going to be accelerated and we'll look to hit that first item as fast as possible, and can really begin to terrorize some of these lanes because, you know, if Italy is behind or just even and not really getting a lot of value through counter jungling or ganks, it doesn't really feel like you're getting value out of your pick. As we take a look at what happened in mid, looks like Chovy had to flash.
Yep, Kellen showed up there, and that got forced, so good moves there at least. Get the cleanse on Vikla though. And top lane, Keena's gonna Cole, has a little bit of a lead, but they're doing okay so far. And as much as obviously feels bad what happened bot lane for BNK FEARX, maybe Clear was just like, oh thank God it's not me.
I mean, probably, but at the same time, kind of want Diablo to be farming and getting money and carrying you with some
He'll give him
items.
the ornaments later, it's fine.
Yeah. I feel like the Ornn has not really hit as good as it used to in the past. Obviously, he received a lot of changes over the years because he was so prevalent in the LCK and other regions.
Yeah, a lot of toning down.
Yeah.
He did do just a bit too much.
Still good into a lot of the lanes as kind of a neutralizer, especially into Rumble is the one we see a lot. But Renekton a lot beefier.
Yeah, still has his engage tool, which is nice. But dealing with 6-item melee carries, not so fun. No matter how tanky you are. Dragon picked up, and I think Gen G continuing this objective momentum going to be really important for them. With a composition like this, you need to be trying to get as many as you can early as possible.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely one of the other things that Nidalee is really good at as well. Allows you to snowball. She can take objectives very fast.
Wow, she's good at so many things. Why don't we see Nidalee more often?
Well, she's hard to play. It's not the only reason, but you know, you have to have lanes that I feel like you have to check a lot of boxes to really make it work. As the Ornn does get the cannon, most importantly, and Chovy is what I was talking about. Now he doesn't have his flash, although the damage isn't quite there, but
He just have a locket in his pocket, so that's nice.
That's not fair.
Yeah. I mean, I also think, you know, Nidalee is very liable to fall off a cliff. We all remember the Atlas airbet.
Yeah. Baldless.
Which I believe was also Nidalee into Ornn. Wasn't it?
It would make sense for that time, right?
It was definitely Nidalee, but I'm pretty sure it was into Ornn as well.
Wouldn't be surprising.
Which, in hindsight, was a terrible bet to make, you know?
I mean, it was a ridiculous lead they had, right? So
Even so.
Sometimes you get unlucky.
Don't catch me making a bet like that, Nidalee into Ornn. No way.
Atlas at that time was playing it a little bit fast and loose, you know. Nowadays, he has learned his lesson.
No, he hasn't. No, he has not.
A little bit.
He would still do that. Yeah, it's just... Do you remember release Zoe? Just, you know, the early redemption? And just being able to slam that down?
Yeah.
Just having a free locket is just not balanced.
You could see he was very calm throughout that whole thing. I think he knew that he was not in danger, but it still does show an example of how they are going to punish the Zoe, as I was talking about after the draft. You know, she hops forward in the portal jump. You just know exactly where she's going to go back, and it makes these pick potential plays from BNK very obvious to play. As Clear was thanking his lucky stars last time, but now with the Dominus coming in, he is desperately trying to clear the wave. As one stun comes through, Keen is going to eat a couple of turret shots, but pretty simple enough here for Gen G.
Yeah, he really tried. But it's just difficult into Renekton Nidalee. There's just a limited amount you can do. A lot of mobility, the extra health for the Renekton ultimate to keep him alive for the dive. And it's kind of like back to our usual programming, you know? Canyon went bot because there was a window that was open and available, but this is kind of what we expected. First and foremost.
Yeah. It seems like bot lane is kind of going the way it has been after the dive, which is Ruler about 400 gold in the lead, did pick up a call of his own. And they are just kind of scaling down here with the Jinx, with the Call. They also have Renekton with Call. Keen always tries his best to find any possible way to get ahead of his tank opponent in the top lane, and he makes sure that he punishes pretty much every team and player for picking a tank into him, even if he doesn't have first strike.
Yeah, that's kind of been his thing. You know, a lot of players picking tanks into him, and other than Shu in that series, usually Keen just getting the better of them. Oh,
right, flash on forward onto Ruler, who just cleanses away. Duro not able to hook onto the wall, throws out the depth charge, but eventually Raptor is going to come on in. Oh, but the buffer gets onto the wall before the Cataclysm gets in.
So close. If Raptor had been a little sooner on that play and the Cataclysm gets down, Dredgeline would have hit it. It looks like obviously he's Dredgelining through the terrain, but the Q's already gone out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that the terrain comes through because, you know, the logic is Dredgeline is there, I'm going to it.
Diablo's kind of getting here.
He's just baiting the ult. He's just, you know, he's just doing his thing.
Calculated.
Always surprised.
Wasn't able to clear the wave. It's going to miss a couple of ranged minions there. Needs pretty much everything he can get, to be honest, to try to catch up. He's now almost 700 gold behind anyone Collector first, which not a bad item into this comp specifically. There's just not a lot of tankiness, but you still have to deal with Nautilus and Renekton.
Yeah, so here, the first one, so he gets it into the wall, but the second drag of the hook pulls him out of it. But he gets a reduced cooldown because he hit the terrain, and then here, because he hits the terrain again, it does get him out of it.
뺐어. 슬래시 높을. 야, 이게 저렇게 되네.
Ruler was very surprised. He was like, whoa, that's the way it works. Certainly very impressed by Duro's play there, so...
Yeah.
So obviously it can be difficult to impress Ruler.
The Cataclysm's down before you throw it, you'll just Q the Cataclysm, but because he Q'd before the Cataclysm was down, even though it came down after, he went to it. But,
well, yeah, he's going to be pulled back once again, and this time Duro does not have his flash, so can be in a bit of trouble here. He's going to hook into the wall once again. Duro is clean on this Nautilus, and he will live as now the hook comes back in. Kellen is dead. We got the TP here first from Keen, and now BNK are just running for their lives. So much damage is being thrown down, and there's nowhere for BNK to run or to hide. Flashes being thrown out here. Toby behind enemy lines into two of them, and even lands the bubble. It's beautiful from Toby to finish it off. And now it's 7-0, 6,000 gold the lead for Gen G. This one might just be over.
And I think Kellen might have respawned in time, so it wasn't quite an ace, but it pretty much was. All 5 members of BNK FEARX going down to 6,000 gold lead. This is what you need with a Nidalee composition. And Duro is just doing his best Spider-Man impression, the way he's just latching onto these walls. Crazy work. So here's the first one. Again, grabs the terrain, but he's pulled out of it. But he gets the reduced cooldown. It's halved, so notably he can go for it again. Buffers out the CC, walks off, gets the heal. And then he's like, oh, now I have my cooldown again. I'm going for Thresh. They get that first kill, and then they can move forward aggressively. Player TP's in and tries to peel, but they're already so low. So much was burnt onto this Nautilus. And then they think they can stop. But the problem is they're into a Zoe. So Chovy is just picking up all these flashes and able to dive forward.
Oh boy.
Kills Vikla, gets the
너 되게
sleep
잘 빠는데 오늘? 뭐냐?
onto Diablo.
2판? 오늘은 아니고 2판?
So Ruler was like, you are so good today. I mean, this game. Ruler doesn't want to over-compliment, you know? He wants to keep Duro in his place.
Keep him grounded.
Which, you know, Duro has been really good this game. So I think he's been great other games too. But Ruler not going to go that far. And now, I mean, it was 6,000, now it's 7.5. They got both of the Drakes. It's Ocean Soul, but like, legitimately, I think this comp could win with any soul. As long as you're this far ahead, and you have a Jinx that's nearly 3,000 gold ahead as well. Your Nidalee has an arm guard. It's kind of like a luxury arm guard at this point. I just, unless Gen G severely overstep, I do not see BNK having a way back into this one. I'm not going to bet my hair on it. We're not going that far. We've learned our lesson here as a team. But
Yeah, but you wouldn't trust Genji.
I would actually, but
Oh, so you would bet your hair?
Still no hair bet. No,
Still no
it's
hair
not,
bet.
not gonna happen. Maybe we should call up Atlas and see if he'll bet his hair, even though he's not working today.
Just invoke it. You know what? You know what I think actually should bet their hair? Because the first time...
Oh no. There's the stun, there's the bubble. Yep, see you later.
The first time, it was Atlas who bet his hair.
Yeah.
And there was someone else on standby who didn't.
And who might have that been?
Chronicler, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should bet Chronicler's hair.
I'm sure he'd appreciate
he has
that.
Quite,
Yeah.
quite long hair as well.
Yeah, that's
so there's
true.
a lot to bet. You know what? I'm willing to do it. Are you willing to do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love to bet Chronicler's hair on this game.
Yeah, I am willing to bet Chronicler's hair that Genji win this game. You know what? I'm willing to bet Chronicler's hair that they don't win this game.
Yeah, Jisun also said she got telepathy, a message from Chronicler that, in fact, he has agreed
Oh.
to the hair bet.
Okay, well now I'm really rooting for BNK FEARX. I have never hoped for a comeback more than this.
All right, here's the beginning. They're going to make it happen. Raptor takes the lantern. He's like, wait, that's Nautilus.
Guys, come on, lock in. This is for Chronicler's hair. This is for all the marbles.
It's very important that BNK win this game.
This is vital.
Yeah. So Candy's just going to go ahead and take the Rift Heralds.
Yeah, we usually try and stay unbiased, but in this situation...
I think everybody can join us. You know,
get
they
behind
would understand.
this.
Yeah. Duro, they're finally going to get him to flash out of a Cataclysm. But, yeah, he's still unkillable. Has not died yet.
Yeah.
And so far, it's actually a perfect game.
Wow, makes it seem like a really good hairbed, doesn't it?
Well, he's already agreed to it, so, you know.
Yeah.
Through telepathy, of
Don't
course.
need to pitch it anymore.
Yeah.
He's already fully consented. He's on board.
Yeah.
Okay, it's an Ocean Soul. So here are the factors to take into account. Ocean Soul, it's a weak soul, right? Also, the sustain, not going to make that much of a difference. You already have sustain with the Nidalee, so, you know, we're fine. Ornament's going to get handed out in a bit. Oh!
Oh, for who? I'm worried about Diablo.
Nice little dodge.
Yeah.
Raptor just tanked it because he does that. They've spotted Keen.
He does do that. Keen still level 13 Renekton, and not even going to Dominus. Doesn't even give them the time of day.
Man, I've never been so invested.
All right, here's an opportunity. Bikla trying his best. He heard about the hair bet. Ruler just going to continue with the Rift Herald into mid.
Watch out for the spear.
Yeah, that hit the exact right target as well.
Okay, it's fine, guys. Just back off. You don't need to contest Dragon now. Give space. It's just Ocean. It's just Ocean. It's just Ocean. It's okay. Back off. Heal up. Give it some space. They've lost some towers. It's unfortunate.
Uh-oh.
Bikla, care for Chovy.
Bikla, no!
Yep, Pen, just walk through it. Walk through it. Nice dodge.
Yeah, he's trying to just walk this one off. He's not even going to flash. Uh-oh.
I'm so dialed in now. I'm so dialed in.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen as well? If Genji, and I'm using if Genji win this game, Chronicle's going to send us a smug picture of his hair looking very long.
Yeah. So Degon also said he would hair bet 9,000 lead.
Wow.
Does that mean, like, Genji need to win with more than 9,000 gold? Otherwise, he's going to hair bet? Like, what if they win with 8,000? All right. Wow. All right, Degon's getting in on the fun as well.
Oh man, I'm come on, BNK FEARX, lock in.
I mean, they're trying. They're honestly, like, it looks like they're doing as good as
they
you
got
can
cleanse?
from 11,000 gold down. Duro does not have flash, but he's also pretty tanky. I mean, even the The power comes in. The rocket gonna hit Kellen, but you know what? I mean, BNK get the pick. We do have Chovy on the long flank, though, coming on in, and the Zhonya's is there, and Vikla, oh no! He is just not existing anymore! It's popped like a balloon, Keen once in.
They got him!
And, well, he also...
Oh no, the resets!
Now we get the resets, now the Jinx comes through, and now there is no hope for BNK in this fight.
Man, why did Genji have to be so good at the game?
Oh, Genji. Well, BNK had their shot. I feel like, you know, if they had won...
No, it's not over. I'm not giving up yet.
One,
I'm not giving up yet. Okay?
We would have had a real series.
I still believe. There's still hope.
Well, the Nexus hasn't died yet.
All I need, Brendan, I just need you to picture in your mind
Visualization.
Dagon and Chronicler bald, right?
That's a great picture, honestly.
Just visualize that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Man, Chovy's Zoe is pretty good.
They did a decent job of fighting back, but the health bars got low and they're playing into a Jinx.
Zoe! I mean, this is one of the most... It's one of the most difficult comps to play against from behind. Like, you can't get away from them. There's Nautilus, too. The Nidalee, you're never going to outrun her. The Zoe will always flash after you. The Jinx is going to get excited. Like, there's just so many tools in the toolkit here for Genji to make sure that you do not survive.
Yeah. Oh, that's...
So one of these guys is better at buffering than the other. And it's Duro is better than Raptor in this case. I think the game is, you know, I'm gonna say it. I think the game is over.
You've lost faith?
Yeah, I think I've now that it's 15,000 gold, you know, I think it's safe enough.
Oh, wait, he Jinx ulted to stop the recall.
Yes.
Oh, man.
They're just too good. It's looking like Genji is going to Brazil, guys. I mean, if they win this, they will earn a seed to first stand because LCK has 2 after last year. And BNK, they were trying their best. They wanted it so badly. They took out T1 a couple of days ago, and they said, we can take out Genji as well. And then Genji said no. And I think that's just what's going to happen here. They throw everything into the Renekton. And, you know, they got the Renekton. And that's about it. Flash comes forward. The Battlestar was pretty far off, but it doesn't quite matter. As he's got a Medjai's, he has 16 stacks. It's 16,000 gold. And Genji, they said, we actually lost a game to these guys. Let's lock in and make sure that that doesn't happen again. Because now it's just a kettle of fish. They're throwing everything at them, and there's no hope here for BNK. Diablo just being bullied in the fountain, and it looks like Genji will put the top on this series. Ruler just running in the face of all of them. They can't do anything to this Jinx. It's so sad. And Kennen says, I've been in this position before. Let's just kill the Nexus. Never mind. Let's enable Ruler to get a pentakill instead. I don't think it's actually a penta, it's a double into a triple into Vikla standing still. That will be the end of the series. Quadra for Ruler, and Genji will be moving on to the final.